Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the video. So we're going to be looking at Karelia. It's been a little while since I've recorded YouTube videos, but we're back. I've been playing a lot of Diablo 3 and enjoying the game because Diablo 4 is soon to come out, and they had a really big season for their last season, I guess, for Diablo 3. So I've been really enjoying that game, just trying to play other games, guys, for a little break from World of Tanks, but sure enough, I'm back, and unfortunately today is Saturday. I did miss streaming today, but I will be streaming tomorrow. But by the time you guys see this video, I'll probably upload this on Sunday anyway. However, guys, Karelia. So what to expect on this map? This is a good light tank map. It is. A lot of people have trouble with it. I did when I first started playing World of Tanks, and even I'm talking like years in playing Karelia, trying to master it as a light tank player. It is not an easy map to understand. So something I want to really point out to you guys is pay attention to the hill. You always have to be paying attention to what is going on this hill, because what this is going to mean is if you don't have the hill, you're exposed in this like entire area of the map. If you do have the hill, it means you can make more aggressive plays to advance and then expose the enemy team, right? So this is something to note, guys. I really want you to pay attention to who owns the hill on this map at all times when you're playing your own games, and even when we're playing in this game now. And as you can see, we own the hill. So what does that mean for me? Well, it means I can make a kind of stupid but also risk equals reward, right? I always tell you guys, rewarding play to go somewhere like this. Now we do get spotted. The T69 is sitting right here. I'm able to sit like this though and keep myself down because I'm in the even 90. I'm able to keep myself away from this, and also I'm staying away from the T69. Now what I'm doing is I'm pinging the T69 because I want these guys to go after the T69. We kind of have the hill won for the most part here, but we also have sort of the mid one as well. I think these guys are very timid to go down here because of TDs that might be over here, so I don't really blame them, but it would be nice if this TVP could just kind of like poke and spot him real quick, because I believe he might be able to do that. So I'm pinging and I'm like, just try and see if you guys can spot this guy, but at the same time I understand how they can expose themselves to make that play, right? But in any case, I want people to be aware of this because I'm telling you guys, like, crossfire from this area of the map is huge. So just keep paying attention to that. See how we have this one? That's why I'm making this play. Do not try and make a play like this, guys, if this is lost, because you're not going to have a good time. But if it's won, what you can do is come to this area, and now look, the waffle is spotted, and this guy's basically going to melt off the map. People are getting shots into this guy because he's right there, right? He might be safe now, but if he wasn't, right, and within a couple seconds, that guy was going to be gone. I had originally thought that this guy died, but apparently he didn't. It's been a little while since I played this game. But LTTB is in the mid, guys. LTTB is going to go down. This is why, okay, I do not go to the middle of this map. I'm going to repeat myself, guys. I do not go to the middle of this map, not at the beginning of the game, because what happens is, though this is a really good spot to spot enemies, especially if they take the hill, you are out in the wide open, and unless you were in an even 90 and you can maybe tuck in between the little rocks right here, forget it, it's a GG, man. Even then, if you're in the even 90, the crossfire, guys, like all the angles that people have at this guy, people can shoot him from over here, people can shoot him from here if they want, people can shoot him from this. AMBT has shots. Everybody has shots. It's LTTB, and I do not like going to the middle of this map. So please, if you want to have consistent games, do not make a play like this. You can try and come to this area or this area depending on your spawn, but I'm telling you guys, this is something you really do not want to do at the beginning of the game, is go to the very middle of this map. So I'm going to get 3 shots into this T69. Unfortunately, he hits me once, but actually he only tracked me, so I didn't take any damage from it. But we're able to hit this guy 3 times, and again, I'm trying to get people to shoot this guy. Like, I want people to go after this guy because we're having a problem over here, right? We've been outplayed in this area, And again, I can understand why people are timid, but we kind of need to eliminate this guy from the game at this point because we need this entire side of the map if we're going to have a chance against this, right? And that's kind of how Karelia works. It's very complicated, and you can see that I am non-stop talking about what is going on this map, guys, because it's very important for me to share with you guys everything that's going on the map, right? So I'm going to get one shot there into the T30. We get another one to the cent. I'm getting whacked. I'm now down to basically a one shot to most people on the map. T69 is still here. I thought he might have went down to the TVP and all. Udez finally goes after him. It looks like I'm drawing all over the map, guys, because at this point I'm like, yo, you guys need... I don't normally do this, okay? If you guys are just watching my videos, maybe this is the first video you've watched me or whatever, I don't normally spam the map like this, but at this point, like, I need this person to go down because now the T-34-3 is also here, and we need to win this part of the map if we're going to have a chance right now. You'll see how this game progresses. I'm able to poke up, get a shot at the T-103. I missed it, but it's not that important. I mean, we wanted to eliminate one person from this game. He was the easiest shot, and I'm able to get that. Now, what I need to do is run away from here, because if these players are smart, the first thing they're going to do is go after the one-shot even 90. Let's eliminate the even 90 because he's a big threat. He can run away and continue to spot our guys. So that's what I'm thinking they're thinking, and I'm out, man. I have to leave this area and get safe and reassess the situation. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come out, I'm going to reassess the situation. Look, Scorpion is here. We end up spotting him. Do we have shots? No, he goes behind the rock. I'm looking for them. They're not there, and I'm going to run away. Now, what has happened on the map, guys, at this point? What are you seeing on the map? Well, we've lost the hill, okay? This is very, very important. We've lost the hill, which means we're now exposed in this entire area. AMBT is going to have a problem here if he stays in this area, more than likely, because he might get spotted by someone sitting like right here in this corner. But we have lost the hill, guys. And what does that mean? It means we are out, okay? We cannot stay in this area. And that's kind of what I'm starting to predict is, look, we're going to lose the hill. Like, our guys are just not... they're being outplayed over here, which was surprising considering how many people they brought to the north, but I think our team just wasn't as great. But I won't lie, I was laughing when I came back up here and saw that we basically have two full HP Progetto 66s in the back. So whatever, man, you guys will see how this plays out, but I'm like, what are these guys doing all the way back here? Maybe they retreated just a moment ago. I didn't really pay attention to that when I played, but it is the case, right? So now we have Centurion coming through the mid, but what I want to do is hold this flank. You see how the T-34-3 is poking around? I'm pretty sure I'm not lit here just because I have 51% concealment, and normally it's 54, but I do not have bounty exhaust on my even 90 right now, so it's about 51 and some change percent concealment, right? And the chance of being spotted by that T-34-3 at some, I don't know, 420, 410 meters at the most, or at the least, is extremely rare. Like, unless this guy is running freaking binocs, like, what the heck, man, he's not going to spot me in that area. So he's now pushing. I'm loading APCRs, and I'm going to need help with this guy. You will see how this goes, but I got really, really lucky not being cleaned up by this guy, because I'm able to whip around him and he just flat out misses the shot. He wasn't a very good player, although I'll say the T-34-3 has really trollish accuracy and not a lot of gun depression at all, so I can understand. Like, it happens, man. Sometimes people, you just miss shots, right, that are right in front of you, and it happened to this guy. So I see him coming. I'm going to kind of try and slide down here, and I see that the Progetto 66 is coming to help me, but this guy is coming for me, man, and I know that he wants to kill me, right? Because I'm a one-shot. And you can see he's trying to shoot me here. He just flat out misses, man. We bounced his turret or whatever, and I can easily come back behind this rock. Progetto 66 is able to clean him up right into the side plate, and that is what changed this game, because watch what I'm now able to do. We're at 17-13 damage, 14-25 assists, by the way, guys, and watch now how I'm able to carry this game. Okay, I'll just spoil it for you. This ends up being a win. It's a very, very good game, guys, but that was lucky. I'm just going to say lucky, guys. This guy should have cleaned me up, and this should have been the game, and it would have been a close one for our team. I mean, we're up, what was it, 700 HP or something like that at that moment, and we had 2 Progetto 66s and an AMBT, and that would have been it, right? I would have been dead. But we're able to stay alive, and now it's an easy game for me because watch, I'm able to slip in here. I'm testing, so I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to explain what I'm doing here for someone that might be a newer player, right? I'm basically testing this guy's view range. I'm poking like this, coming back, waiting a couple seconds, and I'm seeing if Sixth Sense goes off. If Sixth Sense goes off, then I know that I'm lit by this guy and I can't repoke, right? But Sixth Sense doesn't go off, and I'm like, okay, I can actually make this work. I can get to this bush in front of him, and now I can go solid bush. I can put a bush in between me and him that's at least 15 meters away. That's why it's solid and not see-through. And now I can shoot through this bush while it's solid and retain my camo value, basically. This is just using game mechanics to my advantage, right? So now I can slip in here. I can basically be behind this bush, and I have shots at this guy. I'm going to hit him right kind of in the cheeks here. I'm sort of going for the side of the turret right now because this turret is turned, but you can hit these guys in the cheeks and stuff like that, and the what do you call it, the cupola and all. Try for one more here. Armor not hit. This guy goes for a shot. He just misses me. It's just high. Very, very good blind shot by him, though, I will say. Very, very good. And it appears that one of my Progetto 66s goes down. So this actually becomes like a really, really close game, guys. Like really close. So if I didn't stay alive, who knows, right? Because now they clean this guy up, and the game just... The way it turned out was perfect for me, but if I died, I have no idea who would have won this game, is what I'm trying to say. So we get 2 shots into the waffle here, and that's great. That makes him a 1-shot. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to see perhaps if I can hold out here for just a second. I'm looking for the best shot, right? But if I can hold out and the waffle comes after me, then I can shoot the waffle. And sure enough, that's what happens here. The waffle comes, I shoot, I clean him up, and I'm spotted from that. The T-28 was close enough to spot me, or what happened was when I came out of this bush, the angle was right for him to spot me. So I start running away regardless, because I'm just at this point thinking that I might be lit from this guy if I'm shooting that close, because you can shoot solid bush and retain your camo value to a certain extent. But once people get close enough, man, you know, eventually you're going to be spotted, right? You can't be unspotted forever. It's kind of unbelievable to say when you're in the EVA 90, but eventually you will get spotted. I've literally seen people run me over before they even spot me practically, but trust me guys, you will get spotted in the EVA 90 at some point eventually, right? It's going to happen. Anyway guys, I get spotted. T-28 is coming after me. He's trying to, you know, maybe cap the base or whatever. I'm coming back, and what's wild about this is the Progetto 66 actually spots this guy because the T-28 stayed right here. I thought he was going to keep coming up and cap, but he doesn't. And probably a really smart play by him. But we're able to get 1 shot into the guy's cupola, and the reason I was actually able to know just beforehand that this guy was here was because I heard the Progetto 66 get hit. I actually heard this guy get hit. So the prototype shot him before the 66 was able to light him, right? I don't know if you guys caught that, but I was able to hear it. And there you go, guys. We're able to clean up the prototype. I think that this guy kind of poked stupidly. He might have been able to get 1 more shot off on the Progetto 66, and then it would have just been me and the AMBT, but likely we still would have won this game. But I'm going to go to the free replay camera now, guys. This is a little glitchy. Like, the game has to be actively running for you to go to the free replay camera. I don't know why, but it throws me off every time, man. So here we go. Let me see if I can get it. There we go. We're going to pause this, and I'm going to go over this map 1 more time for you guys, because this is what I want to start doing. I'm kind of doing this new grouping of videos for how to win on said map, or how to play a light tank on said map. And I feel like it's very, very helpful for a lot of people. It seems to get a good amount of views and a good amount of comments, and people seem to enjoy it. So what I'm going to do is just give you guys 1 more quick overview, right? I'm hoping, and by the way, let me check something real quick. I don't know if we can make this I don't think you can make the cursor bigger, but someone asked me to do it. I'll probably just take a look before I record the next video. But if you guys know and you're watching this part of the video, let me know if there's a way to increase the size of the mouse marker, and just drop it in a comment below and I will do it because someone recommended that I do this. But okay guys, Karelia, let's just recap on what we talked about. The big emphasis that I want to give to you guys is two things. Watch the hill and don't run to the mid. The reason for this is because I'm telling you, if you go to the mid, I understand that a lot of people say, Whirls, oh, why don't you go to the mid? You know, it's great for light tanks. You should really go there. I had a good game there. It's great. You're going to spot a lot of people. You might be right. You might be right for some games. Absolutely. I've come to the mid in the even 90. I've come to right where the LTTB got killed in this game, and I've had great games in the even 90. Will it happen every time? Absolutely not. Can you have really good games there? Sure. Why not? I mean, there's a bunch of bushes, you know, but I'm telling you, when you get spotted out here, and depending on who wins the hill, because you don't know who's going to win the hill when you're first running out here, I'm telling you, don't bother doing this because it's too risky. And I always tell you risk equals reward, but that's later on in the game. You really don't want to make these plays early on in the game, guys. I'm telling you, it's just too risky. And I'm telling you, you're going to be kicking yourself if, for instance, you came out here and another light tank came out here and you guys are just staring at each other like that Spider-Man meme where all three of the Spider-Mans are like looking at each other. That's what you're going to be doing with an enemy even 90 or something like that, and you're even 90, and you guys are just going to be sitting on either side of this rock, and you're both going to be permalit, and you're probably both going to die. And you're going to be kicking yourself if instead of doing that, you came up to like this bush, spotted the even 90, and he got killed and you were still alive right here, right? So I'm just trying to explain to you guys why this play might work really, really good one time, two times, 3 times out of 10 maybe, but I'm telling you, it's way more consistent and you're going to have better games overall if you just don't come out here at the start. Now, once the game progresses, if you want to try and experiment with this area of the map, go for it. I've progressed on this side of the map before through this area, and I've tried to get to like these bushes. I normally try and do it from this side over here, but you can try and make it work, guys. But hopefully I've emphasized that enough and you understand why that isn't a good play. Now, the hill. Okay, guys, from the hill, just look. We'll go over here with the free replay camera, and I'm going to show you the amount of shots you have over here. Obviously, you can't see the render range, but just look what you can hit from up here, man. You know? Like, I'm telling you, like, you need to be very, very careful about who owns this hill. And if you don't own it, just, you need to find a way to either hide yourself with hard cover, soft cover, bushes, or you need to just get the F out of here, man, because you're going to get whacked in this entire area if the enemy owns the hill. So just be mindful of that. However, I will say, if the enemy owns the hill, you can also get creative with a light tank and try and spot them. So if you have this side of the map and they have the hill, well, you know, as a light tank, you can try and experiment with coming in here or something and trying to light the hill, because a lot of people will want to just sit here and camp the hill once they have it won, right? So that's how Karelia works, guys. A lot of it is about who's taking the hill, okay? Who's taking the hill, but you can also win the game by sometimes taking the north, because if you take the north, you can kind of avoid this hill by running all the way down like the A line and then down the 1 line. Like, you have to do it all the way up top so you don't get whacked from the hill. But it is possible, right? Because from our spawn, you could advance like and do something like this and come down the hill here and then spot enemies over here. And then once you get to the cap, they actually can't reset from this angle, right? You can't actually reset the cap from this angle from over here because there's rocks here, right? And you just won't have the shot. It's kind of similar over here, but I think you can actually reset part of the cap from this side. Because if you look, you kind of have an angle, like sort of like that, but it's also uphill. So it's something to keep in mind, guys. Like, Karelia is so complicated. There's so many different angles of opportunity, I'll say, or whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to be fancy with my words, but what I'm trying to say to you guys is Hill is not going to automatically win the game. It's pretty important, but it's not like mines where 9 times out of 10, if the enemy takes the hill, that you lose, because you can make the north work. In this game, we were able to basically defend both sides, and I ended up with 3k damage, guys, which is just wild. But hopefully I've explained this enough, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. But I really, really want to go into detail in explaining Karelia because so many people have trouble with this map, and I used to have a lot of trouble with this map, and now I have pretty consistent, good games on it because I understand how the map works and how I need to progressively scout it and how I need to retreat if my team sucks, right? Because that's part of playing a light tank as well. So that's it, guys. I'll keep this open for the end plates, or I'm sorry, the thumbnail, and let's get into the end plates, guys. First class, 1425 spotting, 2912 damage. We got 3 kills here. It was a fantastic game in terms of damage for the even 90, because the even 90 is not a damage dealer. 3k damage, guys. Like, that's pretty damn wild, right? So here we go. The Progetto had 3,800 damage, so at least one of the Progetto 66s had a really good game, right? And that's about it, man. We only made 8k. For this particular game, I wasn't running premium. So just keep that in mind. Like, I normally run premium because I have the premium days from Battle Pass or whatever the heck, right? Or I just buy like a premium day on the weekend. But I haven't played this game in a while, so I'm trying to catch up with the Battle Pass, and I do have the improved Battle Pass, so I really need to get going on this so I can get all those rewards. But that's it, guys. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. I play a lot of light tanks, and if you enjoy what you see here, please help me out by subscribing to the channel. You can like, you can comment, and all that. But I'm trying to eventually get to 1,000 subs because I want to do a 1,000 sub reward for you all. And it's my hope that you guys will enjoy that. So that's Karelia, guys. I'll be streaming tomorrow, but again, you won't probably see this video until after I stream. But if you ever don't see me on Saturday, just keep in mind that it is very, very likely that I will be streaming the following day. I will probably never go a weekend without streaming on both days. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I will catch you for the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye now.